let me close this so we're not distracted by the... Oh, you can still see the ring light. It's a halo. Just pretend it's a halo. I went and like searched far and wide for the plug-in to, you know, make my Wi-Fi more powerful. All right, we're back. I'm gonna give a few minutes to everybody to give you a chance. You did tell everyone to watch out for a second video. Yeah. Usually, if I have tech issues, I do my very best to work it out and come back. All right, it's getting hot in here. I had to open the door. Downtown is hopping. Oh, it's not that strange what happened, because I have a plug-in to strengthen the Wi-Fi connection. I just thought that there was a better connection here and that I didn't need to use it. But we'll just have the halo. Yeah, people are coming back, so that's good. I think we were in the middle of talking about the traitorous traders. This place is adjusting to my vibration. It's probably going to take a little while. But you all were so kind to say that you would be patient as the vibration gets resettled into this new spot, which is quite different. I clicked my heels 3 times. Yes, I'm back. There's no place like home, right? With our family. Oh, I saged it. Of course. Darren, don't you always sage your place when it's new? And I'll be doing more of that. Oh no, it was nothing nefarious. It wasn't bad ghosts or anything. It was definitely Wi-Fi. Can I see the ocean from my place? You can probably see the ocean. It's hard just because, I mean, I'm looking at the ocean and the boats. Get a taser in it and zap it silly. However, while I was walking down the street to go to my office to see if I could find this thing, it actually was here. I walked by the bookstore here and I found out that Sebastian Younger is coming. You group hugged for me? Thank you. Did Warren lead it? You can see the ocean? I don't know if you have a good view. Yeah, it's hard for me to tell what you can see. Yeah, so I just noticed I was walking by the bookstore and Sebastian Younger is going to be at the bookstore right up the street. I'm going to get a front row little seat. It's not a very big bookstore. He has a book out. Yes, he has a book out on dying. Am I going out tonight to see the Northern Lights? Well, I don't have to go far. Perhaps. Most of you know that Sebastian Younger wrote The Perfect Storm, which happened here. I have met him a couple times. I definitely want to talk to him about what I'm doing. Oh no, what? Gloria's saying, oh no. What's the matter? I'm just kind of like dawdling, waiting for more people to come back. Don't say, oh no, you're scaring me. Are you all still there? Don't leave! Damon's fabulous now that I'm back. So Amanda, are you going to be able to see the Northern Lights from where you are? You're not very far from me. Okay. Where shall we pick it up? I think we were reading on The Loser. We are here. I think we were reading on The Loser. I want to thank you all for hanging in there. 3 cards on the loser, because I think that's right where we were. Right? Is that where we were? Oh my gosh. Maybe I didn't want to go there. 3 cards for the Donald and his status. It's cloudy and raining where somebody else is. Thomas, are you far enough north to see the northern lights? I know, I have a halo. I should just do this. Send a blessing for the Bruins tonight? Okay. Dear Bruins, please win. I think they're going to win. Thank you, Cheryl. In New Jersey. Oh, is it cloudy in New Jersey? The weather's been awful here. It's been a little sunny off and on, but that's about it. Oh, well, you know, speaking of the loser, oh, interesting. We were talking about Bannon. Okay, so alright, we'll go to Bannon. We were? No, I was talking about Manafort. Maybe you guys are talking about Bannon. I hadn't gotten that far yet. Till I was rudely disconnected. I'm reading on Trump right now. Let me show you what I'm getting on him. Vlad Dracula! No, I was talking about Trump. I'm really here. Vlad Dracula! Who do you think that might be in reference to? The Knight of Wands. Oh, interesting. Reading on Trump. Vlad Dracula. And... No, don't ever give up, Kitty Holler. I'll come back if it's within my power to come back. You know, I just do a little witchy spell and bling, I'm back. Okay, so we have Vlad Dracula and we have Joan of Arc symbolizing the Knight of Wands. There's a lot of information coming out, like we were talking about, and I have the Death card for the Donald. Death card for the Donald. Yeah, interesting. What else do I pick up on that? I actually, this is what I'm getting. I'm getting that there's going to be a deluge of information. A deluge of information about, and it's like a crystal clear line. Trump, Putin. It's just going to be, gosh, I'm really getting this strong sense that it's going to be really outed in a huge way in the very near future. And I feel like that's going to get us prepared for what's coming in November. I still don't see Trump on the ballot. Don't forget Marjorie Taylor Greene. Should I read on her? I think it's so funny when I'm reading on the loser and I get Vlad Dracula. Oh, from Michael Cohen? Alright, yeah, I just feel like we are going to have a waterfall of it all. What did Hillary say? All roads go to Putin, or Nancy Pelosi said, all roads lead to Putin. Leave it to the women, right? To just tell it like it is. Like Nancy Pelosi saying, look at you, you're all miserable. That might be one of my favorite moments in American politics. That when Nancy Pelosi said, that might be one of my favorites. Democracy Smurf left. You're right. Oh, he's behind me. He's giving me moral support. Don't worry. I'll keep your Wi-Fi on. It's Democracy Smurf. What's up with Jack Smith, the U.S. military intelligence? Is something big going to be revealed? Darren, I think that's exactly what... Yeah, I think you just put it in a little nugget. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm picking up. And I hadn't thought about Michael Cohen, Catherine Lopez, but I think that's probably going to be... It's almost like the dam breaks, right? You know that little story about the Dutch boy with his finger in the hole in the dam holding the water back, and then all of a sudden the dam breaks. I'm picking up that kind of energy. Yes, sirree. Wow. Steve Bannon's going to jail. I can't even believe I didn't start with that. Michael Cohen's looking so thin. And you know what? Just not for anything, but I've heard people like on MSNBC, I don't care who you are. Bash Trump. Don't bash Michael Cohen. You know? Oh, Michael Cohen shouldn't be doing this and shouldn't be saying this and shouldn't be saying that. Well, don't pick on Michael Cohen. Pick on the loser. Bannon belongs in jail. It was a long time coming. Let's ask, let's read on Bannon. Going to the country club he is. Let's read on Bannon first and then we'll switch cards and read on Michael Cohen. Alrighty. So glad you came back. Yeah, when MSNBC, first of all, I'm completely annoyed at MSNBC for only covering the Trump trials. So we miss all the other news. Like there's no other news. And I went on a rant last week about how many disastrous weather events were happening. And has anybody seen any disastrous weather events on the news? Because they are just pummeling people. You don't hear anything but Trump, still. You love Nancy Pelosi in Maryland? Okay, Steve Bannon's fate. This might, oh, that's interesting. This might be why I'm feeling the deluge. Yeah, there's tornadoes, there's all kinds of people losing everything, and it's not getting covered. There's something wrong there. We'll read on that too. We'll do another half hour. How's that? You were so upset that your lights were flashing here? Why were your lights flashing? Kitty Holler. You okay? You okay? Don't worry. You're fine. I feel like it's a wiring issue. I understand those things. I think it's my energy that screws things up. I really do. Bannon. Four of Pentacles. He's holding back about some money. He's holding back about some money. And there's Justice and there's the Three of Swords. Whoa. This is making me feel good because Warren's back too. You know I'd be back, right? If it's in my power to come back, I will always do so. Bannon. Well, I have the Justice card for him. Justice is definitely Stevie 3 shirts. Justice of Four of Pentacles. He's got a lot of money secrets, Steve Bannon does. A lot of money secrets. A ton. The Three of Swords. Reminds me of Peter Navarro. No, he didn't actually build a wall. You're absolutely right. Steve Bannon actually, I know he said he was going to build a wall, but he wanted to be on a Chinese yacht instead. He's so gross. He's so gross. I bet he smells too. 3 people that I know smells. Psychically. What do they call that? Clear... I forget what they... Maybe clairsentience. I think it is. Yes. Oh yeah, Bannon. Yeah, Bannon. Bannon's with Russia and China. This could be. I think there. Anyway, first of all, there's 3 smelly people. There's more than that, but the 3 smelliest: Ted Cruz, Donald Trump, and Steve Bannon. Just saying. Anyway, Bannon is having a shock reaction to that he's going to prison. I think he's going to attempt to appeal it again. I don't see it working. And he's like befuddled. Hey, Australia. Glad you're here, Irene. He's having a, like Peter Navarro, like, didn't think it would come to this. Didn't think it would come to this. Yay, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. I worked out the technology. Yay! You saw a picture of Bannon when he was in the military? I didn't even know he was in the military. Do I... What? Trump asked. Steve Bannon is mortified. He can't believe he's going to prison. He's not accepting it. It's just like Peter Navarro wouldn't accept it, but lo and behold, there he is. Bannon was Navy. Disgusting, isn't it? They take an oath to defend and protect our Constitution. Did I hear, what are you saying, Sissy, about Barron? No, I didn't hear that. Your words are running together, so I couldn't really read them. Trump asked Barron to do his introduction of the GOP convention instead of Ivanka. That's really bizarre. But Bannon's going to be in prison. But at first I thought he said Barron. Asked Barron. You did say Barron. Sorry, my glasses are downstairs. Are you saying that Trump asked Barron to do... I'm a little befuddled by this one. To do his introduction of the GOP convention instead of Ivanka. Okay, so he asked Barron, his son. Sorry, I was confused. I don't see Barron doing that. Dad joke, when the moon hits your knees and you mispronounce tree sycamore, say this to the tune of That's Amore. Thomas, you're losing me tonight. Bannon's going to prison. And I have this feeling that Bannon's going to be angry that he can't keep his radio show, whatever the hell, podcast or whatever it is. I have a feeling that he's going to be angry about not being able to keep his podcast going. Look what Darren said. Barron is leaving the country, and somebody was saying something like, do I think 45 is still trying to escape? No, I never thought 45 was trying to escape the country. We'll read on Barron. Sorry for that. I was trying to figure out what Darren was saying. And Sissy. Have military academies been infiltrated by Russia somehow? I'm not picking that up, but the military has. I mean, but it's mostly retired military. 45 can escape, yes. Melania said no to Barron doing that. Well, that's pretty revealing. I'm going to pull 3 cards about that situation. Miss Laurie's just coming out with it. Does Barron have a girlfriend or is he gay? I don't get that he's gay. And I don't get that he has a serious girlfriend. Barron is a delegate, but I thought Barron opted out. Gosh. Let's just read on, because I'm getting all these different stories, you guys, and I didn't hear this news story today. I don't usually miss things. All right. Somebody's asking if I do readings. Of course I do readings. I've been doing readings for over 30 years. Barron opted out. He's just a baby. He's just a baby. Page. What? Okay, let me tell you what they're trying to do. What Trump is trying to do. Thank you, Catherine. Appreciate it. Let me tell you what Trump is trying to do by asking him. Melania said no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Melania's like, no way, I've had enough. Melania does not want Barron to be enmeshed in this awfulness. It wouldn't look good on his resume, right? Yeah, one thing at a time, right? Melania's probably like, one thing at a time. She's no saint, but she doesn't want to get more into the muddle. You know what I mean? Because I think Melania is guilty of some stuff too, so she doesn't, out of self-preservation. But what Trump is trying to do is get the younger get the younger generation, because you know what? I don't care what anybody says. A lot of people say, oh, the youth aren't doing anything. I disagree. Catherine, are you assuming that Barron is gay? Let's go to a dad joke. A weasel walks into a bar and the bartender says, wow, I've never seen a weasel before. What can I get you? Pop, goes the weasel. We call it soda here. Will Donald Trump go to Barron's graduation? No. Nope. I would be shocked. I definitely get that he's not. So as far as Barron, Trump is trying to go for the youth vote. Biden is going to get the youth vote. Yes. And that's the only reason that he came up with that idea. Frapper milkshake. We say both here. Anyway. No. I get Barron just looks so sad. He does. The poor kid. He does, it reminds me kind of like a little, it's different, but like if you were born into the royal family and you just had to have that life, it's hard. Do I think Jack Smith will open Ivanka? We're not going to be talking about Ivana's casket, okay? Sorry. When that was all going on, when everyone was asking that, I was just swamped with everyone asking me that, to the point where I did not want to look in Ivana's coffin. Warren's going to lead us all in a group hug. One, two, three. Group hug. We're saving democracy. It's a saving democracy group hug. Feel it. And it's done. Ron Filipkowski said that Melania said no. I agree. And speaking of Midas Touch, I think Midas Touch is going to be a major news network, not just nationally, but about national issues, but internationally. We will save democracy. We are. What other nefarious character was I gonna... CM, make sure you hit the notification bell. Everyone, stop and hit the notification bell. Trump is such a user. Oh, Angela, you're putting it so mildly. Maybe you're just being polite. Warren. I'm going to wait before I read on what's going to happen in November in terms of who's the Republican nominee going to be. Will Trump freak out when Cohen testifies? Let's read on Michael Cohen, but I promised I would switch cards for that. Let's go to the Witch's Tarot. What do you call having your grandma on speed dial? Instagram. That might be my favorite one of the night. That's pretty good. All right. Wait, quieted down outside. So last night I'm like, just putzing around and unpacking stuff, and I hear all this music, and I'm like, what is going on? Somebody rehearsing downstairs? There are bands playing around here in the clubs around here, and I can hear them from here. It's pretty cool. I mean, being a musician, it's pretty cool. Yeah, okay, so pray for Michael Cohen. We're reading on Michael Cohen right now. We're using the Witch's Tarot for Michael Cohen. I'm all excited Sebastian Younger is coming here. I'm going to sign up. I'm going to be the first one in the first row. I think he's very cool. All right, Michael Cohen, 10 of Wands. Okay, the 10 of Wands is the burden. But he has a ton of support. He has a ton of support. 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups. It's a huge burden, but he has a lot of support. and the Two of Pentacles. It's going to bring everything into balance and clarity. Oh, Sebastian lives down the road from you in Truro. Where are you, Deb? I met him once. I pitched him a song for The Perfect Storm. Beautiful song. Beautiful song. But he said it wasn't really up to him. The tourist season is coming to the Atlantic beaches. Yeah, well, that's for sure. Thank you, Marby. Yes, thank you. Great reading. Thank you. Let's do this. We'll use these cards. Excuse me, I need to get my air filter up here. Pollen. Let's use these cards to ask what the outcome is going to be in Manhattan. What do you say we ask that? You'll be digging in the dirt in Pennsylvania? Are you gardening? It's the best thing for you. The solar storm is underway. I keep hearing about it. I'm going to go down to the beach. Okay. How's the Manhattan thing going to turn out? I see you in the chat saying you might be related. I do feel a conviction, and this flipped right over. I just saw that. It's going to make everything make sense. Winds will blow out Wildwood Beach. A witch's wind. Are you down in Wildwood? You're in New Jersey? The Three of Pentacles? Yeah, okay. Wow. What the guides are saying about, oh wow, it's interesting because I have this feeling of, when I'm thinking about what happens in Manhattan, I have this feeling of like, I don't know, it's weird, like levity. I'm definitely going out to see the Northern Lights. I'm glad you guys are alerting me to that. I'm not sure if we have cloud cover or what. It was kind of iffy today. This is really strong. What I feel about the trial that's going on right now, they're saying that by Thursday it should be over. And I just feel like it's a big, like, I'm feeling a big sense of relief. The Northern Lights are changing energy. It's interesting because you're talking about that, and I just get this feeling around that trial in New York, like we're all going to be like, now we can move forward. Now it just gives us a little bit more like to work with and saving democracy. Oh, the reflections are getting weird back there. Hang on. Because I can see the screen. Bear with me, I'm just adjusting to this newness. Hang on. I'm just being all like, I want things to look different. What witnesses will the defense be calling? They're not going to have many. It's clear out. You see the bats. Oh, cool. So I'm feeling really like America catches a break. And I'm feeling like we're going to hear something Friday, like this time next week, or Monday. Like we're going to have a really good idea of how that is going to turn out in Manhattan. No way no, I don't see Trump testifying. No. No. Do you guys think he'll testify? I don't get that. I feel optimistic with those cards. I feel like the real actual truth gets revealed. And I just feel like after that, a deluge of truth about the Russian connections. I'm not sure why it comes then. Really fascinating stuff. Really fascinating stuff. Yes, the Smurf and Betty Bunny and Democracy Elf are happy. Katie Britt, remember Katie Britt? Oh my gosh. The senator from Alabama introduced a bill that the federal government to keep a database of pregnant Americans I'll read about that. She's cray-cray. Dad joke, why do scuba divers fall out of the boat backwards? Because if they fell forward, they'd still be in the boat. This is true. Good point. Oh my God. Thomas. We're going to read on Katie Britt. Actually, we're just going to read on her. Why doesn't our CIA know where the Russian connection is? Who's to say they don't? They do know. They definitely know. I'm going to read on Manafort. Yeah, I'm going to read on Manafort next. I don't see Manafort going. I don't see Manafort going anywhere. We'll read on Katie Britt and then we'll read on Manafort. Sorry, I don't mean to mix you up. I have too many nefarious characters in my brain. Katie Britt. What's her fate? YouTube channel called Agenda Free TV will do live coverage of Northern Lights. Nice. I must have been just too busy to hear about that. A worm? Katie Britt. She might be gay. That's just what, okay. I don't know. These things just come out of nowhere sometimes. Well, usually. I said I had stuff in my head. Yeah. Yeah, I have nefarious people in my head. And right now I'm reading on Katie Britt. I don't know how we got so many crazy people in our government. I don't really know how that happened. Anyway, Katie Britt. But first a Harry Potter dad joke. How did Harry Potter get down the hill? Walking. Walking what? What? I know, somebody needs to make a trivia game about all these characters. I think you should start it, Darren. Midas Touch covered Katie Britt. Okay, we're reading on Katie Britt, and I'm just going to tell you, I feel like she's gay. That's just what I'm reading. And I actually, and it's interesting because I've said that about MAGA Mike, that I think he's gay. And, but I never really saw it. I don't think I've ever really seen it before that a woman was... She's a misogynist. Anyway, for entertainment purposes only, that's kind of what I'm picking up. I don't, just because they're married doesn't mean that they're completely heterosexual. If you don't know who we're talking about Katie Britt, who did the rebuttal on Biden's State of the Union, and we were all completely horrified. The Stepford senator, I like that. That fits, right? Yeah, MAGA Mike for sure is gay. That's just my psychic impression. I didn't really expect to see this for Katie Britt, but I feel like she's gay. Or she's bisexual. But the Six of Wands, the Three of Cups. She's really in a bubble, and she's appealing to all the right-wing extremists, evangelicals. So that's not going to work. Yeah, no, a registry for pregnant women. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. It's waking us up, it is. So, please hit the thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. Manafort. Did I read on Manafort already? No, I didn't. I've just talked about him. You're welcome, Gloria. Warren, that would be an invasion of privacy. Warren, are you just being funny? Clearly that would be an invasion of privacy. Manafort. I didn't pull cards on him yet, but when I was talking about Manafort, I just feel like I feel like he's going to hit up against a cement wall, metaphorically speaking. Yeah, I think it's true about Maga Mike. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid. I like your handle. I didn't expect to see that about Katie Britt. I just popped in. You're waiting for the GOP to ban sex nationwide? Guess what? People would still have sex. Where do you look to see if you signed up your email? Send an email to through my website. Terry will get your message. Paul Manafort. I feel him metaphorically hitting up against a brick wall. Gloria, you referring to the Katie Britt thing? Because you're saying it was on the Midas Touch newsletter. Oh. Paul Manafort. He has a lot of secrets. Paul Manafort has a lot of secrets. Did I say a lot? A lot of... Paul Manafort could write volumes about all the crimes that he's been involved in, committed, and what he has, he is, wow. He's a bona fide criminal. It bowls me over how many crimes this man has committed. In the old days, in medieval times, they would have put him on a rack. Super evil, and he really gets a high off of it. Two of Swords, and now that he's kind of being outed, Paul Manafort, it feels like right now he's weighing out how much he can crime. Yeah, right now Paul Manafort is finagling how he's going to sell America to Russia. He's weighing it out. I have the Two of Swords. He's weighing it out. Can this work? Because if it doesn't work, he's done. Yeah. He's lurking. It's not, and Catherine's saying Manafort's back with the Trump campaign, and it's like, not really. No, he's not, I know we're talking about it, and Trump invited him, and he's not really in that yet. He's kind of attempting to figure out if it would succeed. I guess Manafort's brother lives in Connecticut. That's interesting. I guess you could compare it to this. I guess you could compare it to when they were planning January 6th. Remember the January 6th hearings? Oh, and his brother was crooked then in the construction company? Yeah, really evil vibes. Paul Manafort, he has sociopath vibes. He gets a high, he gets off on committing crimes. He's addicted to committing crimes. Remind you of anybody? Oh, Darren, I just got a yes. You were doing the pendulum on Katie Britt being gay. I didn't expect to see that. Oh, thank you, Suzanne. I was asking her what it is. If you could smell somebody, psychic smelling, clarifaction. I thought it was clear sentience. I thought it kind of fell into that category. I'm really intrigued by this Manafort thing because I feel like this is what I get. He has a plan, it worked before, and he's not sure it will work again. So there it is. So there it is, right? You tried to book a reading with me and nothing was available? My schedule is wide open. What are you talking about? Please send a message through the website. That concerns me. Yeah, Manafort is a middleman in destroying the United States democracy for Putin while just lining his own pockets. Yes, that's exactly true. And what he's doing right now, Paul Manafort is working on a plan and he's not sure if it will work. Up with his head! And the Five of Pentacles, he's going to end up in a bad, unfortunate, despondent, kind of out of resources position. That's what I pick up. I know that everybody's scared and worried about everything that's going on. Understandably so. We all are. But I want to just remind you of something. I know we've been really tested. Yeah, Trump pardoned him. And he pardoned Roger Stone and he pardoned Steve Bannon. He pardons, and he wants to pardon all the January 6th prisoners. I almost said hostages. Rose, when I said I saw Jack Smith working with the military, do I think Mike Flynn is in that mix? No. No. Let me clarify. When I said that maybe you're understanding me correctly, but I see Jack Smith asking for help from the military. Trump wants to build a dome. Yeah, Trump thinks building a dome means a big plastic thing over the United States. Yeah, Manafort is directly on the phone with Putin. That dad joke, library patron, do you sell any books on paranoia, librarian? They're right behind you. Alright, I'm getting loopy now. You're making me loopier. Please hit the thumbs up and please subscribe. To book a reading, go to psychicannetteDion.com. If you have trouble booking a reading, there's a place that you can email. Right there on that website. If you want a reading, I want to give you a reading. Let's do a couple more questions and then we'll go. We haven't heard hide nor hair out of what's going on with the president. I don't know. Let's take a survey. Thank you, Nancy. I like my new office too. I'm still kind of deciding which room to use. You think I tried the bong tonight? I did not. I might send the bong to Damon with some manicotti. Those of you that were with me, we had a little joke going. It was pretty funny. You have to kind of follow the story. Damon and the 420 and the whole manifesting a bong story. It was pretty good. Let's pull 3 cards on Joe Biden. Have you guys... I'm taking a survey. Have you guys, heard any news about what's going on with our actual president of the United States lately? Let's just check. How's the Biden administration doing? Alright, I'm getting a psychic vibe that the food at the restaurant across the street tonight is excellent. It's making me hungry, I can smell it. Biden was in Wisconsin this week. He was great in Wisconsin. Let's see. I always get the 10 of Swords. When I read on Biden, I always get the 10 of Swords. It's really hard for him being president of the United States in the midst of all this painful stuff. And I get that Biden's extremely upset at how he's being attacked over Netanyahu's crimes. I mean, that we have been allies with Israel since the beginning of time. For anybody to accuse Joe Biden of being, I can't even talk about it because it's so nonsensical. You had spinach manicotti for dinner tonight? Now I'm really getting hungry. But Joe Biden, okay, so amidst the painful stuff that's going on, yeah, they're calling him Genocide Joe. It's just like, we need to stand up for our president. They don't even, the people that are calling him that have no effing idea. I almost swore. Have no effing idea. Reel it in, Annette. Don't rant. What they're talking about. I can't even get involved in what's going on there. I turn it off. I can't. It's too upsetting to see stupid people who don't even know what they're talking about calling Joe Biden names. What would they call Trump names? Did they? I mean, it's painful, and there's also a celebration of what he's accomplishing for the United States. Uninformed, ignorant people are saying those things about Joe Biden. Uninformed, stupid, ignorant, non-thinking, low energy, low level, low lifes are saying that. They have no idea. Hillary said that today. They have no idea the history of the Middle East and the country, which is why I don't get into talking about what's going on in the Middle East, because I don't adequately know the history. He's not weak, but it's painful too. But I have the King of Cups. People are drawn to Joe Biden's compassion. Normal people. Normal people. Normal people. Dash has given me a menu item to go order across the street. It's been takeout week. I have not been cooking. It's been really different for me. It'll all come together. Let's just pull 3 cards on November. On the outcome of the election in November. We're just going to pull 3 cards. And I want everybody to know that it's an option. It is an option to reflect and meditate on that will be okay. I'm just saying, if you want to think about what's going to happen in November, let's remember energy follows thought, right? Let's just remember that. So when you think about what's going to happen in November, you can opt to believe and think that it's going to be okay. All right? We don't need this all 100%. It's going to... Just saying, let's not forget that. 3 cards about the November election. I feel like, you know, and I get images when I think about the November election. I actually get images of Inauguration Day 2020. When we had, no, I'm not saying the violence will happen before the election, but I'm saying I see massive security put in place for our elections. And you know, the fascist Republicans are what state is this in? Might be Arizona, but I'm not sure. Are trying to make laws or take away laws that protect poll workers. Okay, about the election. Well, if you ask me, this looks like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Can I get a witness? This looks like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, tout moi. In a landslide. I'm glad that I read on that. And I want to remind you to check out Spirit Talk Podcast with Kathy Beal. Because we talked about a lot the other day on Tuesday. I almost didn't make it to that. It's been a crazy week, but a lot of great information. I feel good about it. I don't feel like people are going to want to continue the chaos, even though, so I really want you to think about everything being okay. I do see a strong military presence protecting our election. So the guides are showing me an image of Inauguration Day. It's not going to be that intense, but remember how much we needed to put that in place. We forget. I think it's awful that we forget, which is why I have that song about January 6th. We need to not forget. Remember after 9/11, never forget. Well, we all need to be having bumper stickers that say January 6th, never forget. Don't we? We really do. My song, it's not the final mix and it's not really the final, but my song about January 6th is on the Grassroots of Democracy website, so please go check it out. And it's fine if you share it. I mean, I want it to be completely finished before it gets shared a lot, but it's the message that matters. Let's do, let's never forget the Holocaust either. Let's not forget those things. Those who don't learn history are doomed to repeat it. So speaking of the election in November, what I feel like is Trump is going to be so beaten down by then. And there's so much that's going to be known by then, that our democracy will continue. Don't you worry your little head. 3 cards, and Warren's going to be in a leadership position. It's kind of an inside story. Right, Warren? Are you still here? Jersey Shore said the song is very moving. That song was channeled through me. I don't even take really credit for it. I'm just grateful that the message came to me to share it with all of you. Get your popcorn ready, buckle up. Please hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm pulling 3 cards to get us through the weekend. But before I do that, let me just tell you, please subscribe. Please hit the thumbs up. I'm going to remind you more every time. I'm starting to see, I'm starting to treat it like a badge of honor that my number of views doesn't go up, but my number of subscribers has. So thank you for that. My income is dependent on you booking sessions and taking classes with me. As I said, I have over 3 decades of experience doing this work. On Sundays, every single week, I have a channel that I've moved my Church of Spirituality to its own channel. It's at Church of Spirituality in the search bar on YouTube. It's at 1 o'clock every Sunday, Eastern Time. And I have a class coming up starting on May 18th, Releasing Religious Guilt. It's an intensive class. And I'm growing. Yes, I am growing. On that note, I feel like I was a potted plant that had outgrown its pot. Not weed, damn it. I feel like I was a potted plant that just outgrew the pot and I needed a bigger receptacle. So I'm excited and thank you for your support through this move. It wasn't very far, it was right down the street. So Church of Spirituality, there's a class that starts May 18th. Go to psychicannetteDion.com to find out more about that. Thank you, Thomas, for the dad jokes tonight. And what else? So that Releasing Religious Guilt class and Grassroots of Democracy. We meet tomorrow for our Getting to Work session. Yeah, my roots are growing and stretching. I can feel it really. I'm expanding, and everything's contained here. It's a big deal. It's a big shift for the better. Grassroots of Democracy, join us. It's a lot of background noise. It truly is. It will be an adjustment. I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to move around to different places and in the apartment. See what happens. No worries. I have a noise machine. I could put that on next time. Okay, I'm just reading the chat. Sorry. Kind of preoccupied with that. Okay. Grassrootsofdemocracy.com. Please join us. Thank you for being with me tonight. Thank you for coming back after I had the technological glitch. And I'll see you soon. Namaste. Be well. Be good to yourselves. And we'll see you soon. Check out Church of Spirituality on YouTube, and please subscribe to that too. All right. Love you guys so much. Thank you. Bye.